Something strange is happening at Chelsea. One moment, they look unstoppable.
Of course it is, because he's a genius!
6 goals past Wolves, pressing like maniacs, young stars lighting up the pitch. The next, they're disjointed, chaotic, and losing at home to teams they should walk past. New manager, new players, a massive squad, a stadium move on the horizon, and Todd Bowley pulling strings like he's scripting a football-themed Netflix drama. Is this the start of something brilliant or a disaster waiting to unfold? Welcome to modern Chelsea, where the football is flashy,
Fernandez!
the strategy is bold, and the chaos kinda calculated. Let's unpack what's really going on at Stamford Bridge. Enzo Maresca came in promising control, the kind of control Pep Guardiola teams are known for. He introduced a modern 3-box-3 system. The idea? Dominate possession, overload the midfield, and break down opponents with patient positional play. When it works, it's gorgeous. Just ask Wolves. 6 goals, free-flowing football, movement everywhere. Cole Palmer looking like prime David Silva, the midfield clicking, everything in sync. But here's the twist. It doesn't always work. The same system that dismantles one team can completely fall apart the next weekend. Defensive lapses, positional confusion, and a midfield that sometimes gets bypassed too easily. It's the classic case of structure without chemistry, a blueprint without consistency. Maresca's philosophy is clear. The players are trying to buy in, but building a tactically fluid system with a young squad takes time. And when results don't go your way, patience can wear thin, especially in a league like the Premier League. Chelsea's transfer strategy has one setting: aggressive. Young, athletic, high-ceiling players, long contracts, high potential. It's a recruitment model that looks more like a hedge fund portfolio than a football squad. Players like Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, and Marc Guéhiou represent the upside. Palmer in particular has become a fan favourite. His creativity, finishing, and swagger have injected life into the attack. Neto's pace and unpredictability are invaluable when fit. Guéhiou, a teenage striker from Barcelona, is already bagging goals in Europe. But then there's the downside. A bloated squad, too many players, not enough minutes. Jadon Sancho's loan from Man United has raised eyebrows. Talented, yes, but hasn't integrated well. Ben Chilwell, a former key figure, is reportedly unhappy with limited minutes. Same for Carney Chukwuemeka. And those are just the names we hear about. The strategy is long-term, build a dynasty, create internal competition, maximize resale value. But right now, it's crowded, it's messy, and it's a massive challenge to manage without losing key players or morale. One of Maresca's biggest tactical shifts is Chelsea's aggressive pressing game. The goal is simple: win the ball high, attack before the defense can reset, and control the pace of the match. Moises Caicedo has been key here, often operating in hybrid roles, sometimes a midfielder, sometimes an inverted fullback, designed to disrupt opposition build-up and support central overloads. When Chelsea gets it right, it's chaos for the opponents. Quick turnovers, goals within seconds. The Wolves game? The Shamrock Rovers game? Evidence that the system can be devastating. But when the press goes wrong, when one player is out of sync, or when legs get tired, the system collapses. Space opens up, Chelsea get caught in transition, and against clinical teams, that's fatal. This pressing model requires precision, athleticism, and near telepathic timing. And with a packed schedule, injury issues, and a still-learning squad, there's a limit to how consistently it can be executed. It's a weapon, but also a weakness. Chelsea aren't just playing pretty football, they're playing smart, sometimes cynical football. Under Maresca, they've shown a willingness to embrace the dark arts of the game. Tactical fouls, disrupting rhythm, controlling tempo through more than just passing. It's calculated, it's professional, it's also dangerous. Chelsea currently lead the league in yellow cards. Their high-intensity style brings consequences. Marc Cucurella's red card against Brentford was just one example of how a tactical foul can quickly become a liability. And Maresca knows it. He's openly spoken about needing more composure in big moments. There's a fine line between game management and self-destruction. Chelsea are walking that line every week. Big squads are hard to manage. Young squads? Even harder. Chelsea's dressing room is filled with promise, but also pressure. With so many players fighting for limited spots, managing personalities becomes just as important as managing formations. So far, Maresca has earned praise for being clear and direct. Players reportedly appreciate his honesty, knowing where they stand, even if the answer isn't always what they want to hear. But the tension is there. January saw murmurs of exits. More are likely. Players want minutes. They want careers. And the longer Chelsea are building rather than winning, the more patience gets tested. This might be Maresca's toughest job, not shaping a tactical system, but keeping a squad of high-level individuals working toward a collective goal. Away from the pitch, Chelsea are planning their boldest move yet, a new stadium. Todd Boehly has confirmed it. Stamford Bridge, the historic home, will eventually be left behind. In its place, a modern, world-class stadium that's meant to push Chelsea into the global elite. Financially and logistically, it makes sense. The current stadium is limited. Matchday revenue is capped. Global clubs need global infrastructure. But emotionally, it's a tough pill to swallow. Stamford Bridge isn't just concrete and seats, it's history. It's Drogba's penalty. It's Lampard's scream. It's the spine of the club. The move symbolizes the new Chelsea, ambitious, future-focused, and unafraid to break tradition. But that doesn't mean it'll be easy. Chelsea's European campaign has been a breath of fresh air. Dominant group stage wins, promising performances from youth. And now, a bigger test awaits. The FIFA Club World Cup. Here they'll face top teams from South America, Asia and beyond. Flamengo, Urara Reds, Al Ahly. It's a chance to gauge how Chelsea's young project stacks up against more established clubs on the world stage. Winning it would mean more than a trophy. It would send a signal. Chelsea's rebuild isn't just theory, it's real and it's working. But falls short and the questions come rushing back. Are they really ready? Or still figuring it out? Chelsea legend John Terry recently offered a reality check. He said this project could take 3 to 5 years before it hits full power. Now that's not criticism, it's realism. This isn't the Abramovich era, where managers were disposable and titles were expected every season. This is a slow burn strategy. Build a core, build a culture, grow a club that can sustain success for a decade, not just a season. It's a shift in mentality, one that requires fans and media to think long-term. But in football, long-term thinking only works if short-term progress is visible, and that's the balancing act Chelsea must master. So, what is Chelsea Football Club right now? A blueprint for dominance or a high-budget identity crisis? The truth might lie somewhere in between. It's a team full of potential, run by ambitious minds, guided by a manager with a plan. But it's also a club juggling too many variables. Young players, old expectations, massive spending, and the weight of its own history. Chelsea 2025 isn't finished, it's still being written. The only question is, will it be a success story or a cautionary tale? Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you believe Chelsea's long-term model will eventually dominate English football, or will it implode before it ever reaches its full potential? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more deep dives into the beautiful chaos of football.